This podcast is presented by StreamerCollabs.com, a website made by streamers for streamers. StreamerCollabs.com helps streamers find, connect, and grow their channels by collaboration. We believe that collaboration is key to unlocking the full potential of the streaming community, and we strive to provide the tools and resources needed to make that happen. So join us today and let's make a difference together on StreamerCollabs.com.
Hello, welcome back to the Streamer Collabs podcast. I'm Charles, aka Buzz Lightskin, aka the Big Buzzy Wuzzy, and today I'm with my co-host,
the Big Yo Infamous, and today our special guest is
ForestsCurse. What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ForestsCurse. Yes, sir.
What's
How
up,
you been, man?
Been good, man. I've been blessed, having a great start to the year, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we
Yes,
actually
sir.
met ForestsCurse at TwitchCon Las
Yep.
Vegas. So this is like a real cool little reunion.
Like a
You know,
little
what I'm saying? Get
reunion,
back
bro.
to it. You feel me?
did we
but
get
yeah.
you an interview at TwitchCon? Did you get a chance to snag an interview at TwitchCon?
I didn't.
I didn't know.
Nah. Gotcha. Okay, so
No.
this is first time, bro.
I just kept walking around bringing all the homies back to y'all booth.
Facts,
we
sir,
appreciated
facts.
that, bro.
Appreciate it,
Thank you,
bud.
man.
But yeah, man. We got a few questions for you. If you yeah, we'll keep it like we said, light and yeah. So what would you say your first game was, and why did you choose it? Like first game you streamed.
First actually, okay, well, it was Call of Duty Warzone, and I
Warzone.
streamed
Yeah.
it because the homies were playing Warzone. I literally played it because that's what everybody else was playing. It wasn't a decision for views or anything like that. One of my best friends, he streams, his community plays Call of Duty. So like he was a Warzone streamer at the time.
Mhm.
So me going live, I was basically kind of a part of that community. The community knew me, so it was like the game we all played together. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I started streaming that game.
Nice, sick, man.
Good shit. And you said everyone was playing it. Was this 2020 by any chance?
It was one. See, I've been streaming for 2.5 years, so it was like 2021.
Gotcha, yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I remember Warzone was really big in like the 2020-2021 period.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into it. Would you say it's difficult for someone who's shit at COD? Like, I mean, I know it's COD, so it's obviously
it's
on
because
bad.
it's different. It's not. You mean like multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I hated multiplayer. Like, so no, because number one, multiplayer is so many responsibilities.
Mhm.
You got to understand the map, all this stuff. You don't have to understand that much in Warzone. You can learn the map playing.
Gotta
You know,
get active.
yeah, you just got to play it.
Okay.
It's nowhere
gotta get
near
active.
like multiplayer is toxic. Like,
Yep. No, I remember being in those Xbox lives. Not the lives, but just like the what do you call them?
well, the lobbies.
The Xbox
yeah,
lobbies.
Lobbies,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like, oh, hey, and then just like, oh, you're just saying crazy shit. Got it.
Wow. This
Yeah,
is where we're
it's
at.
like it's like you're trying to go viral. It's people are trying to go viral.
People
back
trying to
then
go
in
yeah,
these little
yeah.
lives. Like nobody else is gonna ever hear this.
Exactly. Like you're recording yourself saying this shit,
Exactly.
which is crazy to me.
The
but
wildest.
yeah.
It's people right now that can't start a career because they know their Xbox Live shit is too
Yup.
real. Like,
Yep.
they
Yeah.
don't want to go live.
Yeah, man.
Hey man,
This is
hey,
crazy.
internet is forever, bro. Y'all
That is
be
facts.
Digital footprint.
y'all be real, bro. Digital
Facts.
footprints are real. Don't be saying stupid shit.
Facts.
Exactly,
Yep.
bro.
That's a good advice for content creators though. Like, don't just be easy with it,
Said,
bro.
don't go
Just be
too
easy.
far.
Yeah, man.
Don't go too
Yeah.
Easy.
far.
You
'cause
gotta
they'll
know where the line is.
Exactly, man.
10 years from now, when you blow up, somebody's gonna be like, well, they're gonna pay a private investigator to check your
Yup.
internet history.
That hating is crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
It's
Paying
for
a
real.
PI?
Yep.
It's for real. Like think about it. When somebody's big enough and you the more successful you get, the more haters you have. There's
Mhm.
no way around it. The more success you have, people that remember you from back in the day that didn't like you, like it's a thing. Like people just don't want to see other people win.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's facts.
but and for our next question, I wanted to ask, why did you start streaming? Because everyone has their own question or their answer when it
Yeah.
comes. Some people
Okay.
say I was bored. Other people have like, what about you, man?
Okay, so this is probably a unique situation.
Okay.
My best friend who plays who streams.
Mhm. You can shout him out if you want.
Max Rhymes. Okay, Max Rhymes. My homie Max Rhymes.
Shout out Max
He
Rhymes.
streams, was in his part of his community and everything, played with him a lot. So his community knew me.
Yeah.
They were on a hot streak playing Warzone. They had won 4 games in a row. So I typed in the chat, if you win this 5th game, what they've never done before, you win this 5th game, I will go live. I will start streaming.
Oh shit. Okay.
Look,
Okay.
so
Okay.
look. They dropped that prison in Warzone.
Mhm.
Everybody died but one. So I'm like, see, I knew it. I knew
I'm
it.
safe.
That one person ratted in prison, collected money. The circle went to prison, so they didn't have to rotate or nothing.
They just
They
killed,
eventually
bro.
they got the most wanted, so they were able to get enough money, jailbreak everybody out. They all landed, went to bottom of prison, ratted, grabbed guns. Anybody that rotated through, they killed them. They basically regained the whole game, stayed in one spot, and then wound up like winning the game in prison. Like it's the crazy shit. And he ends the game. He stands up and he was like, Forrest, you better fucking go live tomorrow. You better go live. So like he literally put me on blast. He posted the video of him yelling at me, I better go live after he won the game. So it was like I just had to go live. So that's kind of like why I went live, is because I made a bet that I didn't think I would lose. And here we are. Here we are.
That's gotta be the best like intro story, like origin story. Like,
this is crazy.
By far. Oh my god!
And how are you enjoying streaming so far, man?
I love it. I'm like it's funny because I'm an introvert, so
Same.
It was a rough go the first couple of months, where the first couple of streams I went like an hour and never said a word. Like I had to train myself. You need to speak about what you're doing. Like talk. Explain what you're doing so that you get used to talking while you're gaming. So now I got to the point where I'm comfortable in front of the camera. You know, a lot of introverts, we're pretty crazy. Part of our reason why we're introverted is because we don't want people to understand how ignorant we really are. You know what I mean? You try to bottle that up and be like, you stole little snippets out, but you like people don't they're not ready.
They don't need to know how deep it goes.
They're not ready
bro.
for this. No, they don't want to know how weird we really are. So we tend to bottle that up. So like over the course of the last 2 years, I'm so much more comfortable being myself. Like I've found who I am online, and I'm pretty ignorant. Like I'm pretty damn ignorant, but it is what it is. But at least I've found ways to be comfortable out, and it's giving me more confidence out in the real world. Like meeting y'all, talking to y'all. That's usually like before I started streaming, I wasn't trying to make eye contact. I would be like, you know, you walk down the street and you see somebody, and usually you like look at and be like, "What's up?" And then you walk by. I would be like, I put my phone out. Like I'd be trying to find ways to not interact with people.
I got you, bro.
And from doing this, I've learned to be more confident in interacting with others, and like actually pushing myself to do more of that. Because in this industry, you know, if you want to have any kind of success or growth, or get in situations like this, being able to talk to you guys, you have to be able to speak up and be noticed. You have to get noticed and be different. So that was the biggest thing for me, and I love what I do. Like this is a goal for me to, you know, the goal is to be full-time at some point. Don't know how long that's gonna take, but that's a goal.
That's the goal. That's the
man.
goal for
Nice.
Yeah, man. I mean, the way you said that, how it gives you more confidence in real life, and how you saw that reflected at TwitchCon, where you're coming up to us. Like I can speak to us because, you know, you came up to us and started talking, you brought folks over, which appreciate, by the way. Fucking awesome. It's really cool how that confidence sort of bleeds over from the online, where you can be like this confident person in real life too. Because before, when I first started streaming, like 2021, I also was very kind of, you know, shy. I was shy. And then, you know, you get online, you start talking stupidity and foolishness for like 4 or 5 hours a day. It gets to the point where you're like, oh, this shit, I could use this shit in real life too. So that's neat. That's neat.
And it's a level of validation. Is when you start going live, you don't know if like you're kind of nervous to be really who you really are, because you don't know how people are gonna perceive that, or you think that okay, there's a joke I have in my mind, but I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna say it or follow through with it because I don't, you know, the reading the temperature of, you know, like just not knowing your voice or what you're comfortable with, or not understanding that. Okay, so put it this way: the most important thing I learned is be your authentic self.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, and I always tell other people, like other streamers now that are like getting into it, is don't worry about numbers or how famous you're gonna be, or like worrying about who likes you, who doesn't. Because the most famous people on earth, like, okay, and the best scenario is one of the most famous people on earth is the Kardashian family, right?
Yeah,
they have, I don't know how many hundreds of million followers. right? So they are famous and people follow them that like them and love the content that they put out. But then there's still millions of people that can't stand them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, no matter how popular you are, no matter what you do, if you're authentic to yourself, you're gonna find that group that fuck with you, that love you for who you are. And that's the only thing that really, really matters. If you try to not do something or not be yourself for the sake of not getting, not having haters, you're just gonna get a different set of haters that are gonna be like, you not being real. Like you're gonna have haters regardless. So if you're your true self, you'll find your audience and you won't get that burnout because you're just being you. You're not trying to be a certain thing that's gonna appeal to this certain audience.
Exactly.
And the people that get burnt out, they're appealing to a certain audience and can't really be themselves, and then they're still getting hated. And it gets hard to live in a space where I'm getting hated for being something I'm not. That's not even me.
Exactly, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And again, to that point, you can't please everybody either, right? Like you gotta, because if you're being your true self, obviously that means you're gonna be boring as fuck and no one's gonna fuck with you.
You are.
You're gonna be like boring SpongeBob, bro. Like, hi, how are you? Nice weather.
And you're no different than anybody else. Like there's no, like, why should I watch you over somebody else? Okay, well, you're not controversial, but then there's also nothing to really talk about on your, on your stream or your content because you don't have any kind of edge to you or quirkiness or anything. So you have to be your authentic self. So I mean, you have friends. Your friends like you for who you are. So you'll find more people online that are like your friends that'll become your community. Yeah, just being who you are. Yeah, man. Not trying to be the next, Daquan or Ninja or, what I mean, like all these other people who are great, by the way, and you can pull some of that stuff from them. Yeah. Exactly. But you need to be your authentic self.
You can't be copying Berleezy, bro. Like Berleezy's like my biggest influence. I love his content, but like it'd be obvious if I started one day trying to be someone else, because then it's like, something smells fishy, bro. Like you acting a little different, bro.
Over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's real though.
Yeah,
that's real. For our next question, actually, what would you say your most stream genre is? Did you play Warzone? Like, do you continue to play Warzone or?
No, I stopped once the Mary Poppins shit started, where people was flying around on top of Jeeps like sniping people. That's when I was like, you know what, I'm out. Y'all don't remember that? It was a point. Okay, it was a point where the cheaters got so bad that you would load into a game and you would just get sniped. You were like, what? You don't know from where? Like nobody was even near you, and then it goes to the to the death view, and then you see the people that shot you are literally on a Jeep flying in the air. Like some Harry Potter shit, right? And it's like a whole team standing on top of this Jeep with like, they don't even have sniper rifles. They have like they have like regular rifles with no scopes, and they're just like reloading and just like shooting off in the distance. And people are like, they were just, it was crazy. Cheating. The cheating got that bad, and like, it's one thing if you're really, really good at the game, because you're like, okay, I'm gonna like push through all the cheating. I wasn't good enough. I was barely good enough to be playing regular folk, like much less the cheaters. So I was like, you know what, so I switched from that to Apex. And I haven't really looked back. So FPS games are what I primarily play. I'm working my way towards like RPGs, all kind of other stuff. Like Baldur's Gate is on my list to play.
Baldur's Gate.
Nice.
I started playing Power World. Like I'm mixing it up. Like Power World is so much fun. Oh my god, Power World is so much fun.
Those are good.
Nice. You said it's fun?
It's fun. It is.
I've heard
a
lot of good things about Power World. Yeah, like everyone's saying
it's really, especially like playing with your friends. Like it's the ultimate load up with your friends and start a server and then do like a thing where like there's no rules, like because you could actually like I don't know if you can cut it off, but I think you can probably fight each other, so you can like create your own bases and stuff, and then like create like a time limit and then like go to war. Like and what I love about it is like I never played any of the Pokemon games. I'm gonna say this right now. Okay. I've never been a Pokemon person. I played the card game, but I've never I'm too old. I was grown when Pokemon came out, so I was like, that's for kids. I was grown by then. So Pokemon, like my son played. The only reason why I even know about really new Pokemon was because my son wanted to play Pokemon. So that's not like a game that I play. So I can't compare the two. I can't tell you what the difference is between this game and that game and all that stuff. All I can say is to be able to pick up a Pokemon and set it to flamethrower mode and start burning stuff is like the greatest thing I can.
Cool.
I mean, I mean, you literally like got a flamethrower and you're like setting Pokemon on fire. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. And it's like turf wars in the game. Like they literally like there's Pokemon that is literally on site for the Pokemon. Like if they see each other, you can't do nothing. You can't nothing you can do. It's on site. And like it's like the coolest shit. It's crazy.
It's like, bro,
block
you're in the wrong neighborhood, bro.
Yeah, it's like the smallest little innocent like they're so innocent, right? And they're just walking around living their own life. And if you have the wrong Pokemon on your team out walking with you, you will literally get jumped. Like they will it's on site for certainly. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what the difference is or why they got beef, but it's you literally get jumped and you don't know. They're docile, they're not aggro. But if you put the right one out, they whole squad and like they'll be on like over a hill and they'll like peek over and if they see the homies fighting, it's real. It's like the homies they throwing down and you literally I done got jumped so many times in that game.
You gotta get
by like some chiclets, like a gang of chiclets just running up on you.
Bro, that shit get really real out there, man.
It's wild.
I did not know it was active. I didn't know y'all were getting active like that.
They set tripping out there. It's real.
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
They set tripping out there. It's crazy.
Oh man! And would you say Power World is your most popular game right now, or would you say it's more Apex? Or
I still say it's Apex. Like I love Power World. It's one of those things. It's kind of hard because like when you switch games or you switch genres, sometimes there's your core community, and then there's people that watch, but they check you because they love this game, so they like watching this game. And when you switch a game, they might not check you for that evening because they're always playing this game or that game. So it's it's kind of like it's a mixture of like you want to build your core, but that's all you really can rely on is your core audience that really fuck with no matter what game you're playing, and they're here because of you and your personality, and they just want to see your personality react to the game. Like I started playing VR too, which was fun.
Yeah.
You told us about the VR, didn't you? With the horror games?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Hella anxiety.
Yeah.
Like there's been time like that. There was a hotel. What was it? Hotel Paradise. That game. I got so many DMs from other streamers. Was like, I don't know why you even do that to yourself. And they play horror games. And like that was the first horror game I ever played. And they were like, how you gonna go from nothing to just like they still haven't played that game. That game scared the hell out of me. That game is a zombie game where I realized you can't headshots don't kill them in the beginning. Like you knock one down, double tap it in the head, I'll move on. And then the mechanic in the game is like you don't want to make a lot of noise. If you run, you actually make more noise. When you open the door, you literally gotta like with your hand, you literally grab the handle and you're pulling it down, and then you're like slowly pushing it. Like there was times where I'll be pushing it forward, and I'm literally in real life leaning over to peek through the door to see what's there. And like if they catch you peeking, like then they rush and they be busting through doors. And, it's wild. They be busting. So I cleared the area, had to backtrack, and when I backtracked, all the zombies got back up, and I could have sworn I killed them. So that created another layer of anxiety that when I went through a floor, I had to check every damn thing because I didn't want to go back because you only got a certain amount of bullets. You know what I mean? So it's like that game gave me hella anxiety. Well, I had to take breaks. I was like jumping on the floor and shit. It was crazy.
That's good content though, man. Like people love that shit. Like, did you upload it to YouTube?
No. I didn't. I have all this. I have so much stuff on a drive that I need to like
run through. I'm the exact same way, bro. I got shit from years ago that I'm still trying to. It's all about working through the backlog, bro. Because at the end of the day, people are gonna love that content, whether you upload it like now or in a year or something. They're gonna because that shit doesn't age. It's just funny stuff. It's good content.
New to somebody, man.
Exactly.
New to somebody.
Exactly, man.
But like personally speaking, from your experience, what is your favorite game? Like maybe not even just to stream, or maybe it is to stream, maybe both. Like what do you enjoy playing?
I like RPGs. Like I like RPGs where you get to build your like your classes and stuff. Like Breath of the Wild was probably I'm gonna go past Breath of the Wild. Okinawa of Time is probably my favorite game ever. where it's like I wanted to, like, I was spending hours just climbing one rock to see if there was something, like a mountain, just to see if there was something at the top that maybe nobody ever knew, like spending your time just doing stuff like that. So RPGs are hands down my favorite games. It's just like stream wise, they're not as exciting, so it's hard to like grow audiences with that. And it's such a distinct difference between FPS, people that like FPS, and then RPGs. So it's like you kind of have to dabble a little bit in it, because it's hard to keep everybody together when it's such a big difference in the pacing.
Yeah, definitely.
But why do you think that is? Because it's funny you say that. It's such a vast difference in, like, some games are good to stream, some are better like uploaded to YouTube if you're going to make them into content. Why do you think that is for RPGs versus like shooters?
I think like, so when you watch watching streams, shooters tend to, it's like instant gratification. Something's always happening. Even if you die, you get right back into it. And it's RPGs, it's, you have to find a way to make it make people more engaged in it. Because you have to get somewhere, you have to listen to dialogue. You can't skip the dialogue, or you're not gonna know where you're supposed to do that. So you don't know what the mission is, or you like some RPGs, you got to go get materials, and somebody has to decide whether they want to watch you go grab wood or berries for the next 15 to 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
It's Warcraft, bro.
but people have to decide, like at streaming, what we do, people decide to watch us instead of watching TV, instead of streaming Netflix or whatever. Like we are an alternative to Netflix, cable, all that stuff. So when people have to decide whether they want to literally watch somebody pick berries, or watch Netflix, or watch an anime, or what I mean, like watch Jujutsu Kaisen. These are alternatives, and it's like, you know what? I'll skip this stream and catch up on One Piece. You know what I mean? Versus, because this dude is gonna be picking berries. Like, I see the mission. His next quest is some bullshit. Like, I'm not watching this man. You know what I mean? I'm not watching him grab berries or kill goblins for the next 30 minutes. He needs 10 crowns of something. So that's the hard part of that. Is like boss fights do well. Dungeons do well streaming, but the mundane stuff to get you to that point to where you can do that stuff is what it's hard to keep that audience, invested in.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Because like you said, instant gratification versus something that's drawn out may not always be as exciting as Apex. Because a lot of, like you said, bro, a lot of RPG quests be like, yo, go fetch me 10 pails of water. And that's it. And then it's like 30 gold, and then you're done. Versus shooters where it's like you're jumping around. Like, no, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for putting that.
Or a quest line. There's like quest lines from one person where they send you to do 12 different things that they could have told you to do all 12 in the first damn quest.
I wish that weren't the case, bro.
You go back and it's like, oh, thank you for the water. Now go get some bread. And you go get the bread. Thank you for the bread. Now we need forks. And it's like, if you want to eat, just can you give me the whole damn grocery list? Like, right now?
I'm gonna need you to make a list.
Yeah,
we're gonna work together.
And then you do all 10 quests, and you get like a wool hat, a wool scarf of some shit. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to hear all that.
But you're live, right? And you're like, I'm gonna finish this because who knows what I'm gonna get. And then it winds up being a scarf, and the community's like, you know what? Let me swipe that.
How about that Jujutsu Kaisen, bro? Like, let's catch up on One Piece, bro.
Right?
And
that's the problem.
I also say it's probably tough for people to follow, like, as far as streaming goes, it's probably tough for people to follow like a storyline that's consistent while you break it up into streams. You know what I mean? So you'll be, somebody might watch like 30 minutes of this stream and then miss out on this character development, this pivotal like moment, and then they'll be like, why is this guy like badass now? I thought he was like weak.
Exactly.
So it'll be tough for people to like follow through with the stories and stuff like that.
Requires a lot more.
You have to frame it, or like it's hard. That's why it's hard to bounce from one to the other, because your core is used to like you just fighting, shooting, killing. Your reaction, just your reaction, and it's like once the game loads, they're about to see some action within the first couple of minutes. They're guaranteed that. If you start out playing RPGs and that's all you play, your audience is here for the story. They're here, you know what I mean. So it's kind of like the best streamers have such a big following that they have pockets in each audience. Like each audience, you know, so like they have multiple cores that can't wait for that. But their audience is so big that it feels like they're still consistent. But it's like it's still kind of it's your core will mess with every game, but then you have that peripheral group that's like, oh, he's playing RPG, I'm here. Or he's playing FPS, I'm here. Or she's playing FPS, I'm here. So it's kind of like as you grow, you kind of start being able to maintain that CCV because you have a big enough audience to carry you on all the different genres.
Yeah.
No.
One streamer that comes to mind when you mention things like that is Summit 1G. Have you either of you heard of Summit 1G?
Summit play whatever the hell you want to play.
That man will play whatever he wants. Yeah, and he'll average like 7 to 10K like baseline for whatever
exactly.
he wants to
play. Man could play Pong for a week and it wouldn't even matter.
It would not affect his bottom line, bro.
At all.
Not at all. So, as our final question before we get into more of our, I guess our jokey questions, why would you say you stream?
I love interacting with people. Growing up, people always told me I was funny. I'm not a comedian, so don't at me. But
I've been there. Yeah.
But I think I have a
Tell me a joke.
He laughed. It worked. It worked. Tell me a joke. Like your mama. Okay. Now what? At me now.
Exactly.
I'm serious right now.
Come on that.
I give zero fucks. But the main thing is like I love making people laugh. My community, I'm really big on people being their authentic self. I don't want people bullying. I hate bullies. Like that's like a trigger to make me go ham, and like I'm a Pisces, so it's a trigger to make me want to figure out where you live and like your family, what your kids look like, so I can be like, okay, come back in my stream one more time, so I can talk about your third son with the bad eyes. You know, like that's kind of my mentality. You know what I mean? Like I try to stay nice because I have that switch where it's like I really don't care. Like you want to know how much I don't care. Which my wife is always telling me that's why she don't want me on the internet because I can be really I want to be evil. I want to be, but it's to protect others. You know, like the anti-hero that is like, oh, we can go there. Time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got time. I got receipts. I took notes. I've been all up in your page. I know what you've been up to the last 5 years. But I want a safe space. I want I always talk about like our community. It feels like a family barbecue, like we're having a reunion and it's a barbecue, and we're all clowning each other. The community is always clowning me. Like we're always going back and forth, but it's always love. It's always a line drawn. Excuse me, there's a line drawn that we don't cross. But it's like family. It's like your cousins always got some shit to say. That's kind of like how my community is. So like I just love going online and being something constant that the community can gather around and have fun and forget their issues or problems, or talk about their issues or problems. If it's something really serious, you know, people will actually talk about what they're going through in chat, and like the community all has each other's backs and cares about each other and will DM each other because, you know, it's like we're a big family.
That's real.
I like the idea of your stream being a barbecue because, you know, everyone has at least one fond memory of like just the cookout, right? Just being surrounded by family and friends and just eating good food. And this having a place that feels something like that will resonate with a whole lot of people. So I love the way you put that.
And I'm the uncle that's embarrassing. You know, I'm that uncle. Like I'm the one that everybody's like, can you slow down, please? Like, why you got to be so sus? Like, I'm that guy.
Nice, man. Nice.
So wait, hold up. Can I take this?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Can I take this for a silly question? So like David and I both said, we got some silly questions that may not pertain to streaming, but like, you know, we want to hear your thoughts on them.
Yep.
The first one, would you rather have hands for feet or noses for eyes? You can still see out of them. It's just like the nostrils. You got little eyes on the nostrils. Does that make sense? So hand for feet or noses for eyes?
Hands for feet.
That's I feel like that's a good answer, but would you like to expound upon that?
You're hella agile. Like you literally can do anything. Like anything. You just you develop you put some money into developing some dope ass gloves for your feet. You know what I'm saying? That can grab stuff, snatch stuff. You don't, because you don't want to run around barefoot, and nobody's gonna like manufacture shoes for like you the only person. You're the first X-Men apparently.
The first
so
X-Men.
you're the first. All right. But like just think about the content. Just think about the virality of the content. Like this man is like at the jungle gym, like swinging from here to there. Like, are those feet real? Like, you mean it's like this? I would be like invited to VidCon, and like I'll be everywhere.
Yeah,
and doing your thing with the hands for feet.
Exactly, yeah. Constant handstands, man. Constant handstands.
Pick up anything. Don't have no back pain. You just scoop it up. You ain't got.
I was thinking, bro, because like you said, acrobatics would be crazy. Like swinging from bar to bar with just like hands and your feet is crazy.
I would be the first person that they would ban from the Olympics. Like they'd be like, it's unfair.
100%.
Like,
yeah,
it's not right.
They'd be like, but then you could be like, why not?
Right. Exactly.
Then you can sue them and get rich and still have the hands for feet.
Exactly. Be viral and like the greatest gymnast in history.
Damn. That's inspiring, man. All right.
Yes, that's what I do. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, sir. I like it, man. I like it. For our second question, would you rather fight a gorilla every week for the rest of your life with a 50-50 chance of winning, or every other intrusive thought that you think comes true?
Every interesting thought comes true?
Intrusive. Did I say interesting?
I didn't catch that. Okay. I think I need to fight the gorilla.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the stuff that comes that I think of don't need to happen.
That's real as fuck.
It does not need to happen. Nope. This world would be a terrible ass place if my thoughts came to fruition. Yeah, me and that gorilla just gonna be throwing hands. Can I have my hands for feet though? Can I keep my hands for feet?
Yes, you may.
Okay, yeah, okay. Me and that gorilla gonna be like, that gorilla gonna be confused. He gonna be like, oh.
Wait, you too?
Like, those feet for hands?
Hey, where your hair at? Like he gonna be like, and a naked gorilla. Where your clothes at, dog?
Where your clothes at?
Like, I might have to fight. You be like, I ain't fighting your naked ass.
You
look like you want this. Like, nah. Like, why you taking why your fur off? Why you shave? Before you run up on me? Like, I'm just lathered up like,
the prep work.
All right, bro, let's get this shit going.
Why you prepared?
That gorilla gonna be like, a minute, it's not that type of fight. Like,
let's we can reschedule. We don't have to do this shit, bro. Let's work out our differences.
Right.
Oh my goodness, great. And for our last question, would you rather clog the toilet during a job interview or on your first date?
You know, I mean, I guess it don't even. You know what? It don't even matter, to be honest.
Oh shit.
Because it's like, the job interview, that's a story to tell. As long as you know what you're doing at work, that's gonna be the running joke forever. Like, remember when Forrest, like, you know what I mean? Like, we hired him because we were gonna make him make up the money it costs to fix it. And with your first date, it's like, well, if she can't, that's reality. Toilets is gonna get broken. She probably gonna break a toilet at some point. Like,
that's real.
Like, why?
Insight, bro.
Why we hiding? I'm not gonna hold it. She wondering why I look constipated all night. Like, the date gonna go bad. You just gotta do it.
That's real as fuck, because he gives you insight to how the rest of the relationship is gonna be. Because if she's like, oh babe, we can get this sorted out, don't worry, then that's a good partner, bro. The best way I could put this is, how many people in a relationship try not to pass gas in front of somebody they just meet, right? How much pain and suffering do you go through in the first couple months trying not to do those things? Yeah.
And then when it happens, then your relationship don't end because it happens. It's like, it's natural. And it's like, you know how many ulcers I done grew last 6 months trying not to pass gas, right? So it's like, just be you. I
was like, babe, I never cared if you farted. I'm like,
exactly.
Could have saved, like you said, could have saved me 10, 16 ulcers, bro.
Hey, you know how much pain I've been in?
Damn.
Oh man.
Yo, Forrest, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast, my
Yes.
friend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Was
Of
there
course,
anything
bro,
you'd
of
like
course.
to plug real quick? Your Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok?
Well, all of my socials are ForestsCurse. It's ForestsS. There is an S. It's plural. ForestsCurse, one word. CURSE. It's ForestsCurse or ForestsCurse 77.
Okay.
Those are all my socials.
Nice, man.
I stream to all platforms, so I multi-stream on Facebook, Twitch, and Kick.
Oh, damn, nice. Get out the live streams, man. He's everywhere.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
yes, sir.
I'm trying to have
And
fun.
you're
man.
on. You said
Yeah.
Forest Kick on Twitch. That's gonna be ForestsCurse 77. You said.
Well, so Twitch is ForestsCurse 77. Kick is ForestsCurse.
Okay.
I had to put the
Gotcha.
77 on Twitch because there's some old Pokemon heads that had a channel 15 years ago that is dead, but they won't release
shit.
that damn name. Yeah, Facebook I'm also ForestsCurse. So it's ForestsCurse 77 only on Twitch.
Okay. Gotcha. Bro.
Bet. I asked because I just dropped a follow. I'm trying to
Yeah.
see when you go live, bro.
Appreciate
Bet,
that.
yeah.
Man.
Gotcha,
Sir,
my boy.
but anyways, bro, yeah, thank you for sitting down with us today. This has been ForestsCurse coming to you live on the Streamy Weemy Boy podcast. My name is Buzz, aka Charles, aka the Big Buzzy Wuzzy, and
I'm the Big Yo Infamous, and today our special guest was the Big
ForestsCurse.
Yes,
ForestsCurse.
Yes,
Sir.
I'm
sir.
clap for
Yes,
myself.
sir.
I'm clap
Yes,
for myself.
sir.
I almost
Yes,
forgot my name. It is what it is.
it happens,
Cool.
bro. It
It's cool.
happens.
Streaming
Yeah.
is hard. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
people
yes, it
don't
is.
see it, but
Streaming
that
is
shit
hard.
is. that
It's
shit
not
is
just
hard.
gaming. If you want to be
No.
successful, you can't just go live. You have to
Can't
do
just be playing alone, bro.
all other stuff.
Yeah, be talking and putting in the work, editing. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the
That
work.
shit up
man,
on
doing all the
YouTube.
work,
Yeah, there's a
but-
lot more that goes into it. It's just like, oh, you
So
play
much
video
more.
games for a living? Like,
well,
yeah, but other
yeah,
shit too.
and-
Like, damn.
Yeah.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't
man.
need to be judgment for that.
Well, yeah. Have a great rest of your day, brother.
All right. Thanks, y'all, too, man. Y'all stay blessed.
All right.
Take
see
care,
y'all.
man.
Peace.
Y'all have a great time.